Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we're live on Facebook. Welcome everybody to the Healy Hangout. So I'm absolutely delighted to be back again, streaming from Portugal. I'm sure many of you are joining from all over the world. So I'm now in Europe, outside the UK, and which sounds very strange to say that now. And I'm so delighted. This is the 4th episode of the Healy Hangout Talk Sound and Frequency. So I've been having special guests every week, and I'm just so delighted to have the next guest. And he's someone that I met in Glastonbury. So this is somebody local to from where I live. And for those that know Glastonbury, it's a very spiritual place in the world. It's also known as the heart chakra of the universe, of the world. And it's really great that that Sven, I mean, I know him from drumming from the top of the tour, and I know that he's doing some amazing special things there, but I didn't realize how amazing and what he was doing. And he just started to share with me that he's been working with frequencies, and I was blown away. So I'm just delighted to hello Sven, do you want to just introduce yourself? Say
hi. Hi, I'm Sven. Basically I've been channeling the heart chakra of the tour inside of the world inside Glastonbury, like the tower up on Glastonbury Tor, St. Michael's Tower, which is like a really old church tower with really good acoustics. And over the time I had like a vision to extract the frequencies of the tower but that's a whole story, kind of. And so I've got a vision to use the vibrations that the tower makes while I'm playing as a bass line for other people to make music, to connect to our source love, basically, in a nutshell.
Amazing, perfect. I mean, when was it that you actually started to do that? Because I know that, I mean, how long have you been in the UK for?
15 years.
Wow, okay. Years. And have you always been drumming?
Yeah, I've been playing drums for like 25 years now. And
amazing.
That's how I did like 8 years of that on Ibiza, like as a professional in the clubs with DJs and stuff. And then I left all that behind and came to the UK basically. And now I don't play with DJs anymore. And then when the lockdown started, as part of my daily exercise, I went up the tour with my djembe and to play drums, basically, my exercise, and went on journeys, and like people would join me on those journeys, and magic happens, so to say, when like you do something and then other people join in and you don't even know each other, and all of a sudden it sparks, and beautiful things happen. And at a certain point in July last year, I went up the tour to channel the heart chakra of the world to activate the Merkaba that I had planted like 15 years ago around the tour. And then later when I listened back to the recordings, there was like an electric impulse in between all the drumming. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it actually happened. And they were magic those nights. And then later I listened back to the recordings and I thought like I might have accidentally recorded an album. I'm like basically all night.
Brilliant. And can you tell us more about this Merkaba? What is that exactly for those listeners that don't understand what that is?
Merkaba, it's sacred geometry, and it's like 2 3-sided pyramid, one facing up and one facing down. And inside the Merkaba, no negativity can exist. From the top, it looks like a Star of David. It's sacred geometry. And that's why we planted the Merkaba. First, the Merkaba around Ibiza. We programmed the crystals, like where we plant them and everything. And then we plant them with a ceremony. And that's how you can plant Merkaba.
Amazing, great. And can you tell us more about your journey with this St. Michael's Tower, this drone that you want to do, like what is your plan to, what do you want to do with that exactly?
Oh, it already happened. So basically, when I listened back to those recordings, because the bass was like really, the bass is sub bass. It goes far deeper than my drum goes, because the drum goes only down to maybe 100 hertz. But what you could hear on the recordings was like way below that. And I thought like, oh my goodness, this is actually the sound that the tower makes. And then I asked the guy where I got it mastered if he could extract all the other frequencies, basically only leave the vibrations of the tower, so that I could hear the sound that the tower makes while I play it. And he did, and the bass is just like woo, 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 woo.
Wow.
And it's a little bit like when you play a violin with a bow, the bow makes the violin do the sound. And I play the tower with my djembe, and the tower makes a sound, but I first need to extract that.
Wow, that's super incredible. I'm just like so fascinated by this subject. A lot of people here in this group, I know you may know a little bit about what we've been doing, but we've been working with this device called a Healy, which I'm showing here.
Yeah.
And everyone here is super passionate about frequencies, and everyone's educating themselves on frequencies as well, and like understanding what they do and which part of the body it works with and how we can heal ourselves with frequencies. It's this new school way of being, and also just it's the future of healing. I mean, it's always been, people have known this. I mean, we've known for a long time that frequencies can heal and can help us balance the body, but it feels like during this time of, this Aquarian new age, this quantum technology is coming kind of forward as well. So can you give any of us like a bit more information about frequencies? What do you know about frequencies? Have you ever, I mean, I know you know a lot about music and everything. So can you give us any more info on that? Any more insights?
With like from my point, with like Glastonbury Tor, it's like there are ley lines, and the St. Michael's Tower sits directly on those ley lines. And like it's a magical place, the heart chakra of the world, and everything that happens up there seems to ripple through the whole of humanity, like through the whole planet, energetically at least. So when the lockdown had started, and this how when I started like channeling the heart chakra of the world, I realized that actually, so I received the energy from above, because that's the thing. When a musician, when you play your music or your instrument or you sing, you receive from above and you send it out. The audience can feel that, sends energy back, creating a loving light vortex. And this is how humans come closest to our source love, without any religious conditioning, and that's the magic of live music. And then so when I do my thing then, and I make the tower shake and those vibrations go straight into the ley lines, then I realized that that's how I do my planetary healing. Basically, this is how I heal the planet, channeling the heart chakra of the world, and those vibrations go into the ley lines. And then my vision being that those vibrations will then be used simultaneously all around the world, where people play those vibrations over big sound systems, and like that the vibrations go in the earth, and like with intent for world healing, and this whole thing then acting like a pacemaker for our Mother Earth, basically. That's the way.
Amazing. I mean, I just love this. It's just so, it's so unique. And I've never heard anything like this before. And it's quite incredible that, that it's something that's like, that's why I wanted to bring you on here today, actually, because I've been wanting to get you on here, because it's something different. And it's working on another level with this live music. And I've always been really into music, always. And we've got some sound healers here as well, who Christina, she came on a few weeks ago to talk about her work she's been doing. But to imagine doing that through St. Michael's Tower and going through the ley lines and then that rippling across the whole planet is just like next level. And I know there's loads of people here that have been doing that with their Healys. So you can type in and put in the information of what you want to heal, and you can do the whole planet if you want to, and send the frequencies out. So I'm just wondering, imagine if we could take the frequencies you've extracted and bringing them into a Healy program.
Yeah, we will. In my vision, it's gonna happen with like with the St. Michael's Tower vibrations. It'll happen in churches. We start doing it in churches, in like proper churches, and the basically the drones. I made some drones out of those vibrations, and they will be played over bass speakers basically, and with loads of musicians and sound healers and everybody in there, and then we create music. Basically, we tune into world healing and all the intentions, and then we just, so basically, if you want to connect, when I said when you play your instrument, your music, and then you connect to our source love without any religious conditioning. And if you want to take that a little bit further, then you take the song structure out and you take the words out. So no song structure, no words, pure flow. And then you tune into the drones of St. Michael's Tower. And just like let the energy flow and join in, and yeah, this is the plan, and it'll happen.
Amazing. And so what is the plan for that, for everyone else to use those drones? Are you going to, you want to send that out to people to use? Do you have like people everywhere to do that, or is it just getting the word out there?
This is just like literally on, it's all part like magic as well with, I don't know if you heard of Richard Whiting.
I've heard of him, yeah, but tell me more.
So Richard Whiting, he was the abbot of the Abbey of Glastonbury. And like when they kind of, at a certain point, the king basically, I think it might have been Henry, like they accused him of something that he didn't do, and then they dragged him up the Tor and hung, drawn, and quartered him, and him and two other people. And that was basically black magic on a powerful spot. And they like the opposition, as I would like to call them, they know about the power of that spot. And by what they did with like Richard Whiting up there, traumatizing our region, and basically it's like a curse that's been like on it. And yeah, we've been working like consciously, like doing something against that, like lifting this, what's been going on. So on the 14th, on now this coming Sunday, we're gonna do it in like we're gonna do a first ceremony where we do like the test with those drones, and like connecting to our source love, and like the whole thing. It's literally gonna happen. And then so there will be sets of 7 drones, and they will be played like one after the other. It's like 90 minutes altogether, just like St. Michael's Tower vibration, and people are going to tune into that, and to heal the world. And like it does something to people as well, basically, the vibration thing.
Great. And so is that going to be already happening this Sunday, or is it just a test?
This Sunday is like the ceremony test, and but the first kind of small, like closed event. And after that, yeah, we committed to do it every Sunday at 7.
Okay.
For 7 weeks.
Amazing. And that's all on top of the all of Glastonbury tour from that. Is it not there?
Glastonbury tour.
Okay.
The drones have been like recorded. I'm making the drones. I prepare the drones.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do the first one in a church, and then from there on, it'll only be churches.
Right, so it's going to be in churches. Okay, great.
Yeah, we're gonna like, because the churches, they also like with all the church towers and everything, with them sitting on top of ley lines. I want to do this all the way down the Michael line, basically, and the Michael line with St. Michael's Tower vibrations. And it'll be every Sunday at 7 for the rest of the year. So there's like 7 Sundays left. And then I will kind of make events on YouTube where people can start like play it at the same time. So it all starts at like 7, and we start at the same time with those vibrations in the churches. And people and like sound healers all around the world are invited to do the same, like do your own thing with those vibrations over big speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it'll work.
Great. Christina's asking if that's from 7 p.m.
Yeah, it is 7 p.m.
Okay, great.
I will kind of the best way to like get hold of that thing, I do believe, would be like if you could follow my YouTube channel, because I'm really bad with like it's all like very tight timing and but it's magic, and we're gonna do it. And yeah, we've got a team together basically.
So maybe we can share the link. I can share your YouTube link in the Facebook post after this, so people can log in, and I can even share it in the Healy Avalon Healy Avalon Facebook group.
Latest like Sunday at some point in theory it should be ready, and that's going to be basically 90 minutes of St. Michael's Tower vibrations. And if you listen to that over like a proper, like it's all about the bass, you won't hear it on the phone. You need reasonably good speakers or headphones. I
see. Okay, great. So that's good to know, everyone. Yeah, so is there something else you want to share? Because we've got some time left. Is there, would you like to share more about the let's say, why you're in Glastonbury, or why you choose to be there? Or I mean,
there's that thing with the video. So in theory, I would like to share like a bit of that video that I made.
Okay, sure.
Neowise meets Solvecchio, the one that I
do you want to do that now? Should we do it now?
I don't know. You said oh, we have a little bit time left. How much time do we have left?
No, I mean we've got half an hour, so we've got plenty. We've got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. So, because in theory, like just for the flow, I think it would be nice to have a look at either the Neowise meets Solvecchio. That's one of the videos that I made with the music, where I extracted the Solvecchio frequencies out of the drumming. And I did send you that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there now.
Did I? Yeah. Yeah. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I just had to go and turn my mute. I had to mute myself because the ads came on the YouTube channel. So I just got rid of those. And is there a specific thing? Shall we just play the whole thing?
Yeah, so, right? in theory, I just explain what like so in this thing, at a later point it tells the whole story, like what I've been doing in December when I so first I had the vision with extracting the vibrations of the tower and then playing it around the planet, coordinated, acting like a pacemaker for our Mother Earth. Back then I was like alone and really busy with like playing drums up the tour. So I did a little test run, so to say, where I released tracks around the world at like specific times. So you can at the events, Like on one weekend, I would release like 3 tracks, one at 7 all around the world at 7 to give a pulse. The next one at 7:07 all around the world in a chain. And then when that came back, another like pulse all around the world at the same time. That was kind of a test run that I did by releasing them on Spotify and things like that. And yeah, this year we're gonna do it live basically.
Great.
And in the video, I'm talking about like how I'm gonna release the tracks and the whole my story basically with the magic that's been happening up the tour. And it starts with so you hear solfeggio frequencies. Do you know solfeggio frequencies? They've got like
Yes.
all different healing properties, and I extracted those out of the drums as well. And so whenever you hear that stuff, so there's like a drum track which is recorded live inside the tower, all recorded live in the tower on a phone, but I shouldn't tell anyone because it's been mastered really good by a proper rock star studio. And and then so yeah, first you hear the solfeggio frequencies and then the Michael's tower vibrations. So the bass that you hear, that's the sound that the tower makes. And then later the drums come in, the original track out of which those frequencies are extracted. So where you hear the frequencies, they're all like in sync with the actual track. That's how they still sound together somehow. And yeah, I think that's all I need to explain for that track. And you don't need to listen to the whole track, but if you listen to it, make sure you've got a speaker that's got a bass so you can hear / feel the vibrations of the tower.
Okay, cool. So if anyone here is watching the replay, if anyone's there now with it live, you might have speakers on already, but you can also watch this with the replay later if you want to have a better sound. Let me just go to it and I'll just share my screen. I just want to make sure that, yeah, there we go. Yes, I'm getting this. So I'm going to share a video. Okay, that's from computer audio portion sliders. I just want to make sure that we get the best sound, but I think this should totally work. So how, do you want me to start from the beginning? Let me know.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do the whole 7 minutes.
I don't mind.
We could see there's some, so everyone have to do a little bit of reading. There's some reading coming through as well.
There's like, yeah, there's loads of reading, but there's also like, I can maybe, yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go. We're going to start the recording.
I think you need to somehow put on the sound as well, because I can't hear the sound.
Can you not hear it? Okay, bear with me a second. That's the only thing with this, is that normally it can give you the option to share, or hold on a second. I think actually, 1 second. I've done it before. I've done this before.
You can
won't be able. We won't be able to see the video though. That's the only thing.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the trick. All right. Take 2. So stop share, and I'll just share the music. So share. Advanced computer audio. Okay. This will work now, everybody. So here we go. Is that better?
There the solfeggio frequencies all like 396, 639 and 963.
Great.
And that's
I've got my
bass coming in from the tower. The bass you hear is St. Michael's tower vibrating. Now the drums come in. Out of this, all of that stuff is
it's great right now because you can see that on the video, even though we can't see it, it's showing us the different hertz and what they mean. You're going through the solfeggio, which is really nice actually. 639 heals connections and relationships. 963 hertz connects with light and spirit. I think I missed a few there before, so all right, okay, brilliant. So I had to play the whole thing then. I just had to do it because I think for me, it's the first time I've actually listened to it with headphones, to be honest. And it totally takes you to that place. And I don't know if anyone here, and I know a few of you have been to St. Michael's Tower on the tour. But when you hear that brings you there. It brings you right there. And I mean, for me, I felt it right here in my sacral, but also in my root as well. So just to really tune into that was really special. And everyone here, if you can, watch the video with it, because it gives you the whole story that goes with it. And it's really worth listening and, well, watching the video and seeing the actual video footage from it as well. So yeah, really different with the headphones.
It is like, yeah, headphones or even big speakers when you feel your trousers flutter and you feel it like here, that is really, yeah, something else.
Excellent.
Sugar snaps. I'm trying to work out. Do you remember when I sent you the drone, the heartbeat drone? Like the
heartbeat drone. Is that also on YouTube?
No, I did send you the on Messenger.
Oh, would there been a messenger? Yeah, let me just have a look and see if it's there. And then is it something else that you'd like to play?
Yeah, definitely, because so basically the drums itself and stuff, that's not really, it's not too accessible for like everybody. And then so I made drones with the vibrations from the tower, and a drone, like a musical drone that always repeats itself, where I cut bits out of the basically St. Michael's Tower vibrations. I call it St. Michael's Tower vibrations because it's the tower vibrating, and out of those I cut like a drone, like a loop, and I loop that, and then this gives something more constant that you can let yourself fall into. And if you listen to that heartbeat, it does things to people. Okay,
I mean, I found it. It's right here.
It starts quite loud because at that moment I wasn't really, yeah, it doesn't fade in and out. It just goes woo, 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 woo.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, great. Let's do it. So I'm still sharing computer audio. So I'm just going to start playing it now. So everyone here, if you've got headphones, it's really worth it. Grab your headphones. If you've got great speakers, even better. We're going to start playing this now. So let's see. Here we go. Wow, it really brings you to another place.
It's like, and then when you think that this is the sound that the tower makes, and I don't know if everybody that's listening to this knows what Glastonbury Tower looks like. It's like that's what puzzles me. Like, this is literally the sound that the St. Michael's Tower makes, and these are the vibrations when I do my planetary healing that go straight into the ley lines, in a nutshell. And then so when we do those events, there will be 7 drones like that, but they will be introduced by solfeggio frequencies. And in theory, you should have one of the drones now on your phone, Abbey.
Okay, all right. I'll just stop this one. It was quite nice to have that in the background, actually, whilst you were talking about it.
I can listen to that for hours, like no problem. And but thing is, I'm not the only one. And then so what I just sent you was like,
Let me check.
What we are about to listen to is basically one of the drones that I prepared for the events that we are about to do with like send. If you can't hear any sound, it's because of the speakers. The vibrations are below everything 77 hertz and below that. Most phone speakers or like laptop speakers, they don't go that low. That's why it's important to have good headphones or speakers. Otherwise, you won't hear it.
Okay, great. I actually didn't get that. Did you send it to me on WhatsApp? Or maybe you sent it. Or did you just send it to me? Yes. So this is my WhatsApp number I just sent to you. So, oh, hold on. 07740. Yeah, that's correct. So I don't know exactly. So for some reason it hasn't come through.
Yeah, hang on. It's coming again. It's coming again.
Here we go.
So basically these are the drones when we do those events, because so basically I made the drones, and then I'm like, okay, the vision is for other musicians to tune into that and then play. And at a certain point I met somebody and she said like, oh, let's take it down to the church. I'm like, I wanted to do that anyway. And all of a sudden all those people come together. And then last Sunday it was like, so we got the thing booked and everything. And last Sunday we get together for the first time, and it's like the first time that I kind of share my vision, like the drones with them, so to say. I was always like just talking about it, but then to actually go like, okay, let's try that. And I'm like, well, I made them like 14 minutes because you want to have time to like tune in and stuff. And there's like a 2-3 minutes intro with the solfeggio frequencies. And because I get like, there's some things that I have to do, and then I just have to do them like with those drones. So it needs to be 7 of those drones, because I got the 7 solfeggio frequencies. And we start at the bottom at 396, and we stop at 963, and all the ones in between. And it will all be 14-minute drones, and with the solfeggio frequency guiding in and guiding out. And so I shared like the drone that I just sent you. I just like shared that with like 6 other people. And anything could have happened, but there were like musicians, like proper real musicians who do music for the love of it and for like consciously for world healing, and some skeptic, like they were like, well, you know, there's so much bullshit in Glastonbury, I don't even know if I want to be here. And I'm like, well, just listen to it. It's irrelevant. Like, you listen to it. If you feel it, you feel it. If you don't feel it, you don't, and good. And then like we just sat in there and tuned in, and all of a sudden over time, like singing and the singing bowls and drums and everything on top of that. And we were like, oh my goodness. Yeah, so basically it was received well enough for some of, basically they said like, yeah, we do that. Like, I'm like, shall I leave them 14 minutes? And they're like, yep. Okay, so it'll be like 95 minutes of St. Michael's Tower vibrations, 7 different ones of them. And we're going to tune in with intent for world healing. And we do our thing. And they're like, yep. I'm like, wow, this is pretty damn special, kind of, because before that it was just me and the drones. And now all of a sudden, and yeah, and now I'm not alone anymore. There's people who can feel the truth of that, and we are gonna do it. And if it's the truth, it will work. And it's like, so there's like the first, which is like the seed event, which will be like where we feel stuff, and then we know what we've got and how it actually turns out. It's an experiment, but I've got very high hopes. And then people can just join in, do the same at home, or even have events with like friends and do it all at the same time over big bass speakers.
Great, yeah, for sure.
And that's kind of the vision of like St. Michael's Tower vibrations, for humanity to unite in peace through music, basically.
Perfect. I mean, I've just also seen a few people couldn't hear sound on the last. Could you hear it, Sven?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you need to everyone that's watching this, anyone that's watching this, the replay, go back and watch the replay with the headphones, because it is very intense. But also, I will post this. I'll try to post this on the newsletter, so you can all download it and just listen to it as well in your time, because it is. I mean, just then I felt it felt very powerful. So we're gonna I'll just play a little bit of the next one, shall I?
Yeah. And that starts also with like, I think with 396.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna play it. If anyone, I mean, let's see if we can, hopefully everyone can hear it.
They will hear the first bit, but then they won't hear where the bass comes in, basically.
Where the bass comes in. Okay. Here we go. So Sven, I actually muted you through that because it to have a better sound. So you'll have to unmute yourself. Because I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Just can you go to the bottom of the screen and click the unmute button where it's a red cross in the corner?
Got
there
it.
We go. I muted you because there was some background noise and to hear it properly. That's really good.
But this is basically, that's kind of the drone, but when we do it, there will be like when people sing on top of that with singing bowls, and like the idea is that people like take the instrument that they're comfortable with and just tune into that bass and all together at the same time. And it that was the vision, and we tried and it worked, and yeah, it's much more than just a concert or something. This is literally like a vision to heal the world with St. Michael's Tower vibrations, basically. And I found the people who share the same vision. Funny.
So great. It's so great. I mean, like, it would be so great to document this and to be able to share this live with everybody else around the world. I mean, maybe there's some way we can do that we can share it here on the group where, you know, where people can also join in, because there's many people in this group from all over, like America and Australia, and everyone's so tuned in. It would be so nice to be able to do that.
That's and that's the idea. But so basically the vibrations, they will be released at the same time everywhere, and then there will be events, and then people can get together and do their own thing. And because what it is, it's about like the intent to connect to our source love through music, and so to get the visual part of it off as much as possible, to like be able to focus on that. And that's why we leave the song structure away and we leave words away. And then for me to think like, whoa, I'm gonna sit in a room with like, I don't know how many people, but we're gonna listen to music, tune in and make our own music without words, and we won't speak for like an hour and a half. Bliss.
Absolutely. That sounds like bliss to me. I mean, perfect, because often when you go to music concerts and things like that, there's everyone speaking, no one's sitting and being conscious. And I've always been a fan of doing conscious partying, actually, like ecstatic dance, but also going and doing sound healing, like being silent and being able to tune in, because that's what it's all about, really. The music is sometimes, whenever I used to go partying, like, I mean, you'd have great times dancing, but there's so many other factors that pull you out of your body that really just distract you from going within and working with the frequencies that are coming through the music. And especially if it's live, I mean, I can only imagine it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
We've got some great comments actually in the Facebook live chat. So we've got Angie Rage said, "Oh, nice bass." Andrena Forrest, she's saying, do you do anything with the 111? Do you know anything about 111?
No. As in frequency or the number?
I don't know, Andrena. Do you want to?
It's also one of the Solvecchio. Is that possible that it's one of the, but it's a healing frequency, I would assume.
She did actually explain to me the other day a little bit about it, but I can't quite remember what it was. But I don't know if is she live with us in the Zoom? Let's just see. No, she's not. But and Jenna, maybe you want to just like give us a bit more info on that, if you're still there. If not, then we'll have to answer that later. And then Claire saying yes, you can hear it, super powerful, and yeah, magic sounds. So it seems like some people have heard it pretty good, which is great. And yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to share with us before we go? Because we've just got like a few minutes left before we can close up the circle.
Yeah, no, all I want for Christmas is St. MTV, because that's the abbreviation for St. Michael's Tower. Like St. Michael's Tower is St. MTV. And
Right.
like this year, MTV is going to turn a saint by being the complete opposite what it used to be. Instead of screen looking everything like outside, this is going to take you to the inside, to like for people to discover their inner beauty and shine like a star, basically come out of it healed and heal the planet and unite humanity through music.
Fantastic.
That's the plan.
Great. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your project, your wisdom, your sounds. And everybody here is, I'm sure, like has really enjoyed it. And many people that are asleep now, because there's got a few people on different sides of the world. I think the Aussies, they're asleep now. They'll get to watch the replay. So yeah, it's going to be great. It'll be also on YouTube, so you'll be able to share it on your channel as well. So
Cool.
that'll be quite nice. And
Nice.
yeah, we look forward to hearing more from you, and hopefully I'll be able to share something in the group when you've done your first test.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's all happening. It's unstoppable now.
It's just flowing. That's how it is when it flows. You don't have control of it anymore. It just is. Yeah.
You just got to go with the flow.
Yes, exactly. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the Healy Hangout again. Next week we've got someone called Simone Gatto coming on. So he's going to be joining us. He's a sound. Well, he actually taught me sound healing in Berlin, and he's doing all sorts of really cool stuff with some technology. So we'll be tuning into him. Yeah, you'll catch the replay of this one in the next couple of days. Check your newsletter, and it will also be posted on the group as well. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Take
you.
care.
Thanks.
Take
Thanks
care, everyone.
you.
Lots of love to everybody, and speak to you
Bye.
again soon.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.